My name is Missin. I fight out of Allegiance MMA in Batley. My record is 7-4. I know my opponent is Dave Bull. He's strong, very strong, and I think he's good off his back. I'm going to bring good stand-up, high intensity. I'm not going to let him rest, and I'm comfortable either stood up or on the ground, so he's not bothered. And I think the fight's going to win wherever he wants to go, really. If he wants to get knocked out, he can get knocked out. If he wants to get submitted, fair enough.
My name's David Bull, fighter of Middleton Predators. My opponent's Missin. My record's 3-0, and hopefully it's going to be a quick fight. Don't get paid for any overtime in though.
I believe his fighting skills are better than his acting skills though.
That's why I don't get to speak in the adverts. I've trained with Dave Bull before, and he's a good, well-rounded fighter. Got good striking. He's very scrambling on the ground, strong as well.
Yeah, he's very strong. He's obviously in great condition, looking at him. Always comes in great shape for all of his fights. But particularly this one, I think he's taking his fight very seriously. And he's looking in absolutely savage condition.
Very experienced corner team there, John Barlow and Chris Senior. Chris Senior's a semi-pro fight he's fought a couple of times before. Been quite impressed with when I've seen him fight. John Barlow, quite well known on the coaching circuit. He's got a very experienced Thai boxing record, and back to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu blue belt.
And
he's a guy that's fighting. I'd be happy to have him in my corner.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. I think what you were saying before about the fight being good enough for the main event. I think that's absolutely spot on.
Yeah, I think it could be, you know. If Scott and Deck would have maybe put more thought into it, then it definitely could have been, you know.
Yeah, a bit lazy that really from Deck, wasn't it?
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Always joking, Deck.
I'm not.
Yeah, not really. Not really.
I believe Daniel Missin to be more of a stand-up fighter. Don't get me wrong, you don't get anybody in this game who's that one-rounded. So he will obviously have some ground game, but I believe him to be more of a stand-up fighter. So let's see how this fight plays out. But Dave Bull does look in great shape there. And he's from a very good gym, you know, in Predators Manchester. A lot of good pro fighters and semi-pro fighters coming out there. They're doing all the right things, you know, putting fights out at every level and winning at every level as well, you know. Head coach Gab Boardman, second in demand his world work, you know, they've got a good team going on now. Gab Boardman couldn't make it down tonight because he's at home cleaning his sign, but you know. They might have sent him some last minute instructions over text. Well, I've never seen a Manchester Predators fighter that I've not been impressed with. They're a very good gym, a very good fighters, so you know. I know the coaching down there is good from first hand, you know. So I know that Dave Bull will be well-rounded and very up for this fight in every area of it.
Absolutely, it's come to fight. I'm sure Danny Missin has too. This is going to be a cracking battle.
Danny Missin from Neil Hall's Allegiance gym, very good gym. I see Danny Missin being more of a stand-up fighter, as I say, but you know, he's obviously going to be working on his ground game.
Yeah, I mean, he has lost by submission before, right?
Say again?
He has lost by submission before.
Yeah, that's right. He's got an abuse as well, right?
But obviously training with Neil Hall up at Allegiance, you know, he's got a solid team there. You know, he's going to be working on that kind of thing. But, you know, he's got, you know, they are known for the ground game, Allegiance. So he's no slouch on the ground, Danny.
By no means. A good sign of respect before the fight. Danny Missin goes up today, but shakes hands before the fight.
So what's the main difference between NSAC rules and semi-pro rules, guys?
The main difference is, so I'd say the only difference is the headshots on the ground. So basically, unlike the other fights that we had before, when you go on the ground, you can actually do a ground and pound, you can punch in there, you can't elbow, you can win by TKO by knocking someone out by sitting on mount on top of him and hitting him in the head. Which, if you're a wrestler, like Lucas was in the last fight, this was David. He's someone like who has a dominant wrestling.
Right, that's interesting. That adds a new element to the game, doesn't it? You know, you can strike on the floor, you can set up your submissions.
You can just wind your back, kind of playing your guard nicely, not worried. If you're into his guard, you can be punched in the face. If you've got something in your guard, you've got to be worried about the shots coming in on your face. That's potentially going to knock you out.
I'm really looking forward to this change in rules now. You know, I'm really looking forward to watching, especially with two fighters like this in the fight. You know, it's going to be a really dynamic fight, I think.
Again, what a great matchup.
I mean, the crowd are absolutely buzzing about this fight. I mean, they're all gathered around the cage. They're all absolutely excited about this fight.
Danny Missin has got more experience than Dave Bull, but let's see if that plays a factor here.
And they're ready to go. Touch gloves. Circle off.
Show respect.
Danny looking very psyched, looking to close that distance early.
He's twitching quite a lot, very tentative.
Working that jab, pumping it just in the air.
They pull his wings in the left hook.
Oh! And he jumps straight on him, looking to finish him early. He's got to watch that guard. He's hurt him, he's just got to make sure he doesn't get carried away.
He runs all the way to the other side of the cage where his corner is. He's in danger of an armbar here though. But no, he's stacked into it. He's in, still in guard here, raining down some nice shots. Danny Missin climbing a high guard, looking for maybe an armbar or a triangle, looking to set up an armbar. Well, he's doing all the things to defend well, and he's got calm coaching, calm voice of John Barlow in his ear, right next to him there.
The silky smooth voice of John Barlow. I
think he might be singing his ear.
The main thing for Danny now is has he cleared his head? Is it still fuzzy after that big shot?
That is a factor.
I mean, he's looking very active off his back.
Really well to recover. First, Bully was passed and he was in like a north-south position, hitting him. Danny Missin did really well to recover and started climbing his guard high, looking for things, looking for an armbar. So to me, it looks like he's recovered. But still, he's still taking a few shots there. It's not where he wants to be. I think ideally he'd rather be mount hitting him.
Dave Bull's keeping the pressure on. He's not letting him recover, is he?
He's doing well there, you know.
He's got his head pressed up against the cage. This is a really bad position, isn't it? You know, it's difficult to move.
That was a great shot that dropped him by the bulldozer there. That was amazing.
Yeah. I mean, like I was saying, he had his head on the cage there, making it really difficult for him to set up arm bars and stuff. But now he's kind of circled off, and it makes it easy for him to move his hips, right?
Yeah, it gives him more room to move and stuff. So I don't know if that was a tactic by the corner team or Dave Bull just kind of felt like it was the best thing to do. It's hard to say unless you're in there with him.
Yeah.
You're one of them in there.
Either way, it was good awareness by Missin to get off the cage.
Oh yeah, definitely. He's actually closer to his own corner now slightly.
Dave's looking strong though in the guard. He's not giving him anything, is he?
Listening to every bit of advice by John Barlow there. He's looking to left him and slamming again then, but he couldn't quite get the left. In danger of an armbar here, nope. He's got a nice high guard down in this here though.
Yeah. Dave Bull's got to watch his posture here, hasn't he?
He has, yeah. Or he will get caught in submission, especially as it gets later into the round and he gets tired with it. That is the main submission that Danny Missin is looking for here though, the armbar.
I mean, what is Danny trying to do here?
He's basically trying to climb his legs high over Dave Bull's shoulders and angle off for an armbar, which he nearly did then, but now Dave Bull is passed and he's topped the back nearly. Not quite onto the back, now he's on full mount, which is a bad day with the ground and pound.
Is he going to posture up now and start throwing a lot of shots?
I think he's going to look to start striking. He's looking to still control the position here. He's in a half guard now. Danny Missin did really well there actually, because he was in full mount and he kept working until he got to. He's now guard. He's in guard now.
Yeah.
Full closed guard. So from going from mount to closed guard in that short amount of time, that's quite impressive.
And he's attacking again straight away.
Straight away for that armbar.
Working shots from the bottom as well. I mean, they might not do that much damage, but they're annoying, aren't they? Oh, beautiful escape there.
Well there to get out of that armbar. That looked very tight, that. That was very athletic.
Absolutely. I mean, Danny Missin was saying before the fight that he knew Dave Bull was very strong. I think he's realising now just how strong he is.
Yeah.
But I'm very impressed with Danny Missin's guard here. He's doing really well. He's attacking constantly with the armbar. And Dave just keep getting caught in it.
Nice, he slams out of it.
But, you know...
He's in what you call quarter guard. It's not quite a mount. He's nearly edging for the back, but it's not quite got it. Dave's going to end up in his back here now. Danny Missin is in Dave Bull's guard.
And now...
Let's see what the Bulldozer can do from bottom guard.
I do know that Dave Bull does have an underrated guard. A lot of people don't really, you know, consider it. Look at him and think he's a big strong guy. He's going to have a good top game. But his guard is...
He didn't win before though. Cage conflict.
How did he win that?
Into the round, so let's see what happens here. He's got a nice tight overhook, looking for a platter here, Homer platter. Time.
That was a really good first round there.
By both guys.
I mean, we saw a nice little bit of stand-up exchange at the beginning. Dave Bull dropped him.
Dropped him with a right hook.
Followed him in, tried to finish him, but, you know, ended up getting caught up in Danny Missin's guard, which was very active at the beginning.
He passed a couple of times, but didn't actually manage to land any big shots once he passed. Very impressed with Danny Missin's defence and recovery, and also guard attacks. He went for that armbar a few times. I'm impressed with Dave Bull's armbar defence and the way he athletically got out of that armbar then.
I mean, if you look at the guy, he's stacked. I mean, he's going to be able to explode out of that. So you've got to really, you know, clamp down with those hamstrings, haven't you, when you're climbing for that armbar?
I believe the promoter wants to have a quick word.
No, not really. I think Dave's doing well where he's wrestling, but I see Danny working his hips a lot more. I think looking for the armbar constantly, but I think with Dave's power, but will he have the power going into the second round?
I noticed John Barlow's brought the bum bag again. The world famous bum bag.
He has. I mean,
I think it's more of a good luck charm actually.
a lot of issues have been raised about the bum bag. I mean, do you wear the bum bag or does the bum bag wear you?
That's what he says, isn't it? I want to know what he's got inside.
Maybe
magic ointment.
Maybe a change of underwear. Yeah, here we go in the second round. Are we going to see a repeat of the same? Are we going to get a chess match on the floor, or are we going to get an absolute slugfest? A bit of a slobber knocker.
Danny Missin looks a bit more scared of Dave Bull's striking power now. He might not have rated it before, but he will do now. It's definitely after being dropped with that right hand in the first round.
Yeah, I mean, he might not be the most technical. He might not be the most technical, but he has got power.
Definitely.
See, there he is swinging with that right hand again.
And you do not want to get caught with that.
Nice body shot there by Danny. Nice little straight right, sent him flying back. I think
Swings another right hand again. A bit further away this time.
I think Dave might be feeling the effects of that first round now. What do you think?
Yeah, it looks like he's breathing quite heavy. Danny Missin's still moving around quite a lot, but he's not doing anything yet. He's not done anything that's like been enough to impact the round.
No.
He's thrown the jab a few times and a few Superman punches. Nothing's landed flush.
They're just kind of feeling each other out at the moment, aren't they? That was a good shot there. Both got the hands relatively low, haven't they? I mean, especially Danny, considering he just got caught with a big overhand before.
On Danny's shots, I noticed it says BF. I don't know what that means. Well, it doesn't mean boyfriend, but might be the make, who knows. Missin goes in for the right hand, just misses a shot, but then shoots in for a double. Got him against the cage, and he's got the takedown. Bear in mind, behind Dave Bully's corner. So Dave Bully can get all the cornering advice from John Barlow and Chris Senior.
What's Dave Bull looking to do here now?
He's actually giving his back up here. He's looking to get up safely or become a guard, but he's giving his back up, so he's in the worst place he can pretty much be in a fight, especially with headshots.
Yeah, I mean, like we said, if this was a semi-pro fight now, he'd be okay, wouldn't he?
He'd have to defend the choke in a semi-pro fight. Because it's NSAC rules, he has to defend the choke, which he might have.
It's on the chin, it looks like. I don't think he'll get it. He's got to defend the choke and the shots to the head, so he needs to get out of there. And Danny Missin's got a body triangle.
This is a bad position.
As I said before, I thought Danny Missin was more of a stand-up fighter. He's not. He's just a well-rounded fighter. I'm very impressed with his grappling here and his stand-up. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's got that body triangle tight. That's sapping the energy out of Dave Bull.
Dave Bull, he's got out the back. He's now in bottom mount, which is not a good place to be, especially with the ground and pound. He needs to be working his escapes. He needs to be bumping his hips and stuff like that. But Danny Missin's looking very controlling on the top there. Very controlling mount. Every time he goes to hit though, Bully is bridging to make it very hard for him to get the posture to hit. Every time he goes to hit, he needs to base out so he doesn't lose position. So he's not having the time to develop the power on the punches. And obviously throwing his legs up like that in that awkward position makes it very hard to punch someone.
Yeah, it's just awkward, isn't it? It's not that technical, but
it looks really easy. I've seen fights before in the past where I thought, why is he's on top of him? Why didn't he just punch him out? But then it happened to me in a fight. I was on top of someone. They did the exact same thing that Dave Bull is doing with his legs, and I couldn't punch him out. I was actually getting hit worse from being on top than I was on bottom. So yeah, it can be a very awkward thing to be in. Unless you've been there, it looks easy, but it really isn't. And he's gone for the sub. He's gone for some kind of key lock or Americano. I don't think he'll get it.
Is there a little bit of a backdoor escape there for Dave Bull? If he kind of like explodes up with his hips now, maybe get out the back door?
Yeah, maybe, yeah, and then work the scramble. The danger of working the scramble is you're also in danger of giving your back up, which is obviously a bad thing to do in a fight.
Yeah, I mean, here we go. I think he might be going for that backdoor escape.
Yeah, he went then.
And being built like that, he would be built for that athletic scramble, wouldn't he?
He's got him in half guard now. Needs to be turning in, looking for that underhook. Dave Bully does. And Danny Missin also working to pass. I love fights like this where both fighters are looking to improve the position or look for the sub or to even knock the guy out. Dave Bully completely reverses the position and puts Danny Missin on his back. Now inside Danny Missin's guard again. The danger of the armbar or more of the triangle this time with the overhook. And that's time for the second round, sorry.
Another good round in the back.
That was going to go to a third round because, well, first round I give to Dave, the second round definitely was Danny Missin, he was on his back for most of it. So that can only be a third round, surely.
Dave looks very tired. Danny looks like he's pacing himself, like he's doing well. I think that first round really took it out of Dave because he was exploding out, really using up energy. You know, that will sap your energy quickly. You know, if you're powering out of submissions, you're going to get tired very quickly, which is why it's important to always use technique.
Yeah, definitely. It's a way of saving energy, which effectively saves your life, I guess.
Yeah. Our seconds out now.
Corners.
And there we go for the third and final round.
Final round, that's right.
Nice show of respect.
Absolutely. All touch foots again.
Just out of range there, wasn't he?
It didn't quite land too flush, did it? Dave Bully still winging in them hooks. Ooh, 3 or 4 hooks there. Looking at dropping in nicely. One of these, Dave Bully being a lot more aggressive this round.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice knee by Danny Missin though. Danny Missin shoots him for the takedown.
Danny's really looking for that takedown, isn't he? He desperately wants it on the floor.
Oh, nice.
Matt Hughes style.
Look at that strength there. Oh, right in the hip. Picks him up and walks him all the way over to the other side of the cage into his own corner. Danny Missin's got all the coaching advice of his own team here. And Dave Bully's on his back, bottom
side control north-south position. It's not a good place to be. You try and use the cage support, push off there, but that was a big slam. You probably won't feel it now because the adrenaline's done, but we feel it either later or tomorrow he'll have a sore hip.
It was good tactical mind, that wasn't it? Taking him over to his own corner.
Very good tactics, smart.
Intelligence.
Integrity. Good pressure by Danny Missin. There we go. Look, keep looking to throw a few more shots to the head here, just to soften him up and give him something to think about. He'll probably give you a submission away or give you another position if you do that.
I think Dave is
easier said than done. Being in there in the fight, now round of it, every day, you know, so.
Yeah, absolutely.
These guys are still fighting.
Danny's looking for that arm triangle, I believe. Putting his head on the bottom, on the tricep there, looking to walk his arm up.
Might be giving him just a bait with it maybe a little bit so he can work an escape, but I'm not too sure. Dave Bull has got to be knackered now. Oh, he's going to sweep, he's going to reverse in there. That was good by Dave Bull. Not the most technical, but
again, we've seen his strength.
He's now in bottom round.
We saw the strength there of Dave Bull, didn't we? Again. But I don't think it's worked for him there. He's ended up on bottom now.
Yeah, it's not worked for him. He's used a lot of strength then and then put back on his back, so he's even more tired than before.
I don't think he's got the energy now to explode.
Well, let's see. He's in the danger of giving his back up here, though. Let's hope we can do it safely. Give his back up. He's got him in a triangle position.
That was a beautiful triangle.
That was awesome setup. That was a really good jiu-jitsu. Right, he's coming on tight. Oh, he's out though. He's out. He's a proper scrapper, Dave Bull. Not calling the bulldozer for nothing. Does not stop until he's defeated.
He really did bulldoze through that triangle, didn't he?
He did. He bullied his way through it, some say.
I mean, anyone else would have been finished, I reckon. But it's just because of the sheer power that he got out of that.
Some say that in John Barlow's bum bag is a Werther's original. And if his fighter wins, he treats him to it. If they lose, then he has it.
That is one of the legends I've heard.
In front of him. If that's not motivation to win, I don't know what is.
I love Werther's original.
Awesome. So nice. Oh, nice flow here. Oh, look at these two go. That was a big shot then. Both guys throwing big shots, and Dave Bull looks knackered as he goes for that Kimura. But he's got no kind of guard, so he's going to really struggle with finishing that. He needs some kind of guard. He's rolled him with it though, he's used it to sweep.
Got his back.
He's took the back off the Kimura.
That was beautiful.
That was beautiful, yeah. And he's on him like a limpet. That is brilliant work.
He's using the shots to set up the choke, isn't he?
He is, yeah, and that's a smart thing to do. With the big gloves as well, it's very hard to finish the choke, so maybe just going for the shots and working the ground and pound might be the smart thing to do for him.
Definitely.
Keep your position and punch him in the head, you know? And then see if he gives you the choke.
This could be the comeback of the century, this, couldn't it?
It really could, and I think it might just do that. I'm so glad I'm commentating and not judging. 10 seconds left of the round. This has been an amazing fight. Full credit to both these fighters. I don't think he's going to finish by sub here. But I'm so glad I'm not judging that. That is a hard fight to judge.
Very, very difficult.
Who gets the Werther's original now? That is a big question.
I think we should both have one. A great display by both fighters.
Awesome. Brilliant. Impressed by both these guys.
And there we go, there's Deck Williams in the cage there with the Cage Aggression bantamweight title. And we're going to find out who's actually claimed the gold tonight.
After 3 hard-fought rounds, your winner by way of majority decision, and still ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciation for Dave Bull. remember falling to the ground. I remember my eyes being around in my head. I remember this big, bull-like fire just burning balls on my face. And it hit hard.
Sorry, you persevered quite a bit because in the first half you had to go through quite a lot of ground and pound. You kept it busy from the guard and you tried to go for armbar attacks, triangle attacks. But one stage I think you went in an armbar, but he was able to stay on you before that.
Oh yeah, well, I've got this up. And then, it's just strong, but the technique matches strength, you know what it's doing. And then you got out.
And then we moved on to the second round, you came out really light on your feet, you were bouncing around, you seemed to have shut up that happened in the first time, you missed it yourself, but you came on, you had really nice strikes all the way through, you even attempted double Superman punches.
Yeah, I got to stop hitting with Superman because I was small at the gym, so I could have went on in. But my goodness. I mean, real quick, you know, good job. And it makes me quite a lot of that, but hopefully my technique for offense is going to be nice.
Brilliant. And also you went through after the second round, also the silver round, you had the body triangle, you then ended up you got to the left foot again with the footing, single left foot down, had it on the floor, you even was at the stage in a good strong position.
I need about 3 minutes after this fight to sort of
all I can say is you were like all of us, I had a smile all the way through it. But on any given night, he could have won that. He could have won his way tonight. I just have to look through me and I can't really say he could have brought that, but it was just all right.
Ladies and gentlemen, Surgery, fire, wants to say one more thing.
Now, I love you Jesus, I love you through some stuff, but I couldn't do this without you. I love you. And Mum, I love you too. Lizzie, you know I love you.
Ladies and